I never would have imagined how hard it would be to deal with something like this. I never experienced anything paranormal until I moved into that house. We had just gotten engaged, and it was about time that we move in together, so we started looking for houses, and we found this one that had a certain charm about it. I wasn't really comfortable with it, but Mike liked it. We had some work to do on it, but we got a really good deal, and it seemed perfect. The first few weeks in the house were great, but things slowly started to change. It felt like we weren't alone in the house anymore. Something about it just didn't feel right. I remember we started to fight. A lot. We never fought. We were always great with each other. But recently, all we ever did in the house was fight. I didn't really think much of it at first, though. I just chalked it up to us living together for the first time. I figured most couples go through it, and it was totally normal. Hey, how was your day?
Can I come home with peace and quiet once in a while?
Sorry I asked. I just wanted to know how your day was.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Questions are just being annoying. What are you cooking for dinner?
Spaghetti. Is that all right?
I told you I didn't want to eat spaghetti tonight. Whatever, I'm gonna go upstairs.
That type of thing had been happening for weeks. But then I noticed that we were only fighting in the house. Out of the house, we were the normal, fun-loving couple we've always been.
I never believed in spirits or ghosts or whatever you want to call them. I thought we were just stressed out for moving in for the first time together. But I never thought there was anything out of the ordinary.
I remember one day I was downstairs organizing what we had left in storage, and I remember hearing what sounded like a creepy child giggle, and then heavy footsteps. And I could swear I was alone in that house. I knew Mike was at work, and nobody else was there, so I went upstairs to look for the source of the noises, and it all stopped. So I went back downstairs to finish what I was doing. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I heard laughter like it was mocking me. That's the moment I knew we weren't in the house alone.
So one night I was just sitting at home waiting for Jenny to get home from work. She thought that there was something in the house, but nothing really had happened to me out of the ordinary until that night. So I was just sitting there watching TV one night, and I heard the toilet flush, and I thought maybe Jenny had snuck in, was doing something. So I checked, she wasn't there, and her car wasn't outside. So I thought maybe I was just going crazy, and I went back to watching TV. I never believed in ghosts, but there has to be a logical explanation for this. I went back and sat on the couch, started watching TV, and then I heard the toilet flush again, and a little girl gave me. I ran back to the bathroom, and there was a silhouette of a child standing there. I turned the light on, and it disappeared. I was thinking, am I going crazy? Am I seeing things? Jenny got home later that night, and I told her about the experience I had when she was gone.
When I got home that night, Mike seemed genuinely bothered by something. He'd always been the tough, macho guy that didn't believe in ghosts. But something changed him that night. I'll never forget the look of terror on his face.
So I fell asleep on the couch watching TV, and then I was woken up. Jenny?
What is it?
Oh, I was just taking a...
We need to get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, when's the last time you went to the store?
Yesterday? Why?
This food's rotten. Nasty.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Look at the mildew and crap all over it.
I swear, I just bought it.
Weird. Later that day, we had gotten back and put all the fresh groceries in the fridge.
That night, I opened the fridge to make dinner, and I noticed that the food was all rotten again. I knew there was something not ordinary going on in this house. Between the shadows and voices, I knew there was something dark.
What the hell?
Is someone in here?
And at that point, we realized there's something here and it knows that we're aware of it. And now it's playing with us.
Later that night, Mike and I were sitting on the couch talking about what was going on. I told him I wanted to move, but with our finances all tied up with the wedding coming up, moving just wasn't an option. The next day, I was doing some cleaning around the house and listening to music on my computer. After a while, I noticed the music had stopped. I went to check it out and saw that the music was still playing, but it was turned all the way down. I turned it back up and went back to cleaning. After a while, the music slowly started to get quieter, and I heard a girl laughing as it got quieter. I let this happen about 4 times and then just had enough and left it off. I was brushing my teeth one night when I saw her. That was it. I had it. I told Mike that we had to move. I wasn't getting any sleep, we were fighting constantly, and I was tired of living in fear.
After talking to Jenny, we decided to try to do something about the problem. It was our house. We're not going to let this thing win. But unfortunately, we don't have any money to move.
I started looking around and doing some research for paranormal groups in our area. I found TSI and saw that they were very credible and worked with many groups in the paranormal world. I felt they could really help with our situation.
After TSI came in and showed us their evidence of what they found and gave us their opinion, we decided to take a chance and move. We hadn't had a lot of money invested into that place yet, so if any time was the right time to move, it was then. And after they showed me this demonic voice on this recording, I just knew we had to get out of there.
Causes.
What's your name?
Causes.
What's your name?
In the years since we lived in that house, Mike and I have been happily married, and we haven't had anything paranormal happen in our new house. Whatever was there was attached to the house or something on the property, and not Mike or I.
If you would have asked me 6 years ago if I believe in ghosts or spirits, I'd have laughed in your face. Never in a million years would I have expected to be terrorized by some demonic entity.